Hey all brothers and sisters, my name is Captain Meatshield and welcome back to Satisfactory. Now, I've been thinking about what I want to do going from here, because I've been kind of second guessing how I want to handle copper from here. What I was thinking of doing, instead of setting all of this up as a big smelting factory, or smelting plant for whatever reason, I was thinking what I might do is just replace every miner on the copper nodes that we've got with Mark III and get them overclocked as best we can, and then have them just ship into a train, and then we can just take copper ore wherever it's needed and offload that at whatever stations for on-site smelting of materials there. I feel like that might be the best way of doing it. Just kind of have little copper outposts to supply absolutely everything, and then we can send off that stuff to places that have got on-site iron mining and production for, for example, if I redo things over at the reinforced plate outpost to accommodate what would it be? The stitched iron plate, I think, is possibly the most efficient one to go for. What one have we got? Because we've got standard reinforced plate, which is fine. Then there's the stitched iron plate and reinforced. So, or the alternate reinforced, which is just the same materials but more. 4 and 24, 10 and 24. So it's more iron, or more iron plate. So, I mean, that we could probably already support the alternate reinforced plate one anyway. I think we should have enough materials going into the reinforced plate production anyway. So that may be an option there. But this one will use less iron plate and only, and we need to replace that with copper wire, which is not a big problem. How much does that need? 75 per minute, and a copper wire constructor. We'd need less than 2 of them doing the standard recipe. If we were to go with the alternate recipe, we'd need, even less again for the iron wire, and for the caterium, the same again. So now I'm kind of at the stage where it's well, what do I do? What's going to be the best method of dealing with this? And at the moment, I'm not 100% sure. So what I'm going to do is something different. We're going to head back over to the Quartz processing, and we're going to start doing stuff over there. Because I want to start producing Crystal Oscillators. They need a manufacturer. But I'm going to do the alternate recipe. So we need quartz crystals, or raw quartz being turned into quartz crystals. But we also need AI limiters. And they're made with circuit boards and caterium wire, or quick wire, sorry. And then I think this needs reinforced plate for the second part. No, it's rubber. Okay, so what I might do first, if I shut all this down, clear these out. I'm going to dump some stuff that I know I don't need, because I don't need the compacted coal, I don't need the silica, that can go back into the storage bin. Steel ingots and stators and stuff can go in there. Definitely don't need the steel beams, that's for sure. Let's see what we've got in here. Computers, quick wire. Let's take all of this stuff. I could take the chainsaw with me. May need that at some point. I mean, chances are I'm just going to blow everything up with nobelisks if it's in the way. It's not a massive problem then. Although, slight problem is I don't know where to put this silica. I might just dump it. Just leave it there. Don't eat this, kids. It's not good for you. As long as I've got enough materials for making constructors, assemblers, all that sort of stuff. I might need more cable. If I'm going to be making manufacturers as well, I'm definitely going to need more cable, so let's put all the reinforced plate in there. We'll go and stock up on some cable, and then we'll head over to the quartz processing and do some stuff there. Now, the main issue we're going to have with building things here is that there's not much space around this initial area. We can bring things out this way, and then it does open up a little bit. So I may just kind of tear down a lot of these trees. I'm wondering how I want to handle this. Oh, hello. A summer sloop on a big spiky thing. We should grab you while we're here. If I can even land anywhere near you. Oh, this is fucking fiddly. There we go. Right. I am going to harvest it. Just you shush and just... Thank you. Oh, hello. That is a pure limestone node as well. Where are my beacons? Should make a note of that. I think it's just one node. I'll do a proper scan later, but for now, let's have a look at everything we've been doing. So, we've got the current setup of this machine being overclocked, I think. No, you're not overclocked. And these are pure nodes, aren't they? That does mean we could get an awful lot more production with Mark III miners. Ooh. Oh, that's very tempting. Right. So, current production here is 15 a minute, so that's 100 and... Is it 1, 2, 3, 5... Yeah, so we're producing 150 quartz crystal a minute. So, I don't know what the maximum throughput would be on this. So if I fully overclocked this, I'd be able to get 600. With a Mark III miner, that would be 1,200, but we can only support 780 because of the belts. Yeah. 780 times 2 is 1,560. Divide that by 30... means we could support 52 constructors. That's quite a lot. Producing at 15 a minute means we could produce one full Mark V belt of quartz crystal. I'd say that's not bad. Can I... like, how many more machines am I going to be able to fit up here? Because I think this roof might be getting a little bit high. Yeah, I don't know if we'd be able to fit another floor above this. Not full width, anyway. And we certainly wouldn't be able to get another one above this. So, at best... we're not even going to get a column through here, because there's just not enough room. Okay. How am I for concrete? I'm going to go and grab some from the car. I think I need to try and maybe bring all of this stuff out into more of this open area. Maybe we could just, like, bring it out here and just build this way. Might not be a bad idea. Right, let's chuck all these screws in. I probably don't need those. Oh, I've got all the hard drives with me as well. I don't need them. Right. So... if we were to set this up for the underbelly of things... actually, let's bring that up to, like, this floor, this level. Just because the ground does slope quite a bit coming along this way. We'll build this out and we'll kind of go from here, I guess. May as well build this into the scenery. So if we take this as the new ground floor, we'll build up and above this. Oh, and I left all my reinforced plate in the car. I'm going to start building constructors. Okay. Still got, like, a little bit of space over this way, but we could maybe use this space for transporting materials, or... I mean, hell, that could even just be, like, an access path to get in down towards the miners. So that could just be an option there. Well, I think I am running low on... Yeah, I'm already running out of concrete. This shit costs a lot of concrete. Yeah, I'm loaded up on every other material, especially cable. Got tons of that. I ain't got much left in here, so... Let me dump that. And... dump some of this. Some of those. A couple of those. Oh, that'll do it. I'll have to go back and grab some more concrete for that. But I do want to just build these bits so that I can get an idea of what sort of production I'm going to be able to support. So let's see, 780, divide that by 18.75. Wow, really? I'd be able to support 41.6 manufacturers doing this. So we'd call that 41, maybe even round it down to 40, by 2.812. That would get us 115 crystal oscillators a minute, which ain't bad. I'm pretty sure we'd be able to produce enough rubber, and AI limiters shouldn't be a problem either. So... yeah, it's going to be down to whatever the, you know, whether or not we can build enough bloody manufacturers around here. Certainly don't think we're going to have an issue supporting all of this production. But I want to build a couple of storage containers, I think. Let's get some space down here to be able to store some materials, because I want to come back with loads of concrete. I don't need a lot of this stuff right now. Concrete is pretty much the only material I want to go about grabbing. Actually, I'll take the hard drives back, because I don't need them down here. Well, I have returned with a fuckload of concrete. There is there's a great amount here. Okay. So each miner, when Mark III'd maximally overclocked and supporting as much as it can with a Mark V belt, each miner will be able to support 26 machines. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a floor of 10, a floor of 10, and a floor of 6. I'm going to do that twice. I'm going to have one over here, I'm going to have one over there as well. So, oh god, I'm running low on fuel because I left it all in storage. But let's just get rid of some of this concrete first, I guess, because that's really where it's got to go. And this wants to go up that far. Oh, so this is going to be another one of these ridiculous towers of nonsense. It's going to be great fun. I do need to build some more constructors, though. I want to get this all laid out. Or at least get the kind of basis for things in. Reinforced plate. I need that for making constructors, don't I? And that ought to do it. So we've got room up here on this top floor for 6 more constructors. So this little block here is all sorted. We have 26 machines. So where would be a good spot for doing the next one? I could try and bring it out this way. Or would it be better to go over in that direction? I don't know. Because... yeah. Well, we got the height out here, which is what we need, but it is still quite cramped. Let's see if I can work something clever. Me and clever are not words that go together, but, you know, I can try. I can pretend. I'll just try and fill this space out, actually, with foundations, and then when I can visualize what things are looking like, whoa, I can kind of work it from there. It's just all these big fucking spindly rock pieces. They're just a pain in the arse. I mean, they don't actually affect anything. I can build stuff around them or through them or whatever. But it's just kind of annoying. Because then it don't look right. I want it to look right. But I need to have 5 tiles to be able to set up a new tower. I don't know, I think I could make it here. Or maybe even 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we could go in this direction. Because things are going to be going over that way anyway. So we could just have one block here facing like this way. That block facing that way. And then it can all kind of converge around on the other side of this big pillar. Yeah, I really kind of like that actually. So yeah, that's what we're doing. Now we're going to figure out where to start it. So that's the next problem. So what I might do is just kind of pull each of these floors out to the right distance. Oh no, I've put this in the wrong spot. I was going to build it up along here. Because there's still space over there for me to get that miner in. I honestly don't know how much production we're going to be able to sustain out of all of this stuff. If we are going to transition over to Mark III miners, I might need to make some by hand to start with. Or make some crystal oscillators to start with, is kind of what I meant. That doesn't go there. Right. So that's got the rough sort of shape of everything. Bar the bits that I've missed. Seem to have managed to miss a complete segment of this. There we go. Now that's in. So this will accommodate 56 constructors making quartz crystals. All I've got to do now is install all of them, set all the recipes, connect them all to power, connect in all the belts. The usual stuff. I'll tidy up some of this as well. I should get it looking nice and clean. Those nice clean lines. So, yeah, I think this is going to be where I'll be focusing my efforts for the time being. That is not in the correct spot. But it's like this little quartz outpost has been sitting here for bloody ages. It's about time we did something proper with it. So I think I'm just going to try and turn the entire area into one giant crystal oscillator production. We'll work on everything here first, and then we'll have to head over to quite possibly Oil 1 so that we can overhaul things there and get some better production coming out of that outpost so that we can get the rubber and circuit boards that we need. But we will have to look at, you know, different recipes, you know, alternate recipes to see if we can make any improvements further down that kind of production line. Because the more that we can do that, the more efficient we can just make everything. And, you know, that's always going to be good. I think if we can switch everything over to alternate recipes, then I think we're going to be in for a fun time as far as getting things running efficiently and smoothly. It's all going to be down to keeping the trains going after that, and making sure that there's enough power. I think I might need to head over to Oil 2 and really boost the fuel generators there, because if I install and activate 41 fucking manufacturers, yeah, everything's gonna die. It ain't gonna be good. Ain't gonna be pretty. That's not fucking pretty either, is it? No. I mean, I was thinking that, you know, first sort of manufacturer outpost should probably be something like, you know, heavy modular frames. Because you need heavy modular frames for making manufacturers. But even if we can just get this set up with just a couple, so that we can get the ball rolling, we can actually get some crystal oscillators automated, that'd be a good start. There we go. 26 constructors, and, well, on this pile, and 26 over here. So we've got our 52 constructors making all of these lovely ground down quartz crystal. That will have to do it for this episode, unfortunately. I'd like to try and do more, but I'm kind of all out of time for today. What I'll do in between episodes is I'm going to run the numbers on what I'm going to need from elsewhere. So how much I'm going to need for AI limiter production, how much I'm going to need for circuit boards, how much I'm going to need for rubber, all of that sort of stuff, because what is it the AI limiters need? So AI limiters are going to need circuit boards and quick wire, which I'm sure we can improve the quick wire production as well, so that's not going to be a problem. We've just got to connect it to the rails. Circuit boards, we've currently got wire and plastic, but do we have an alternate recipe? We do. Quick wire and plastic. And then we've got an alternate for plastic, which is rubber and fuel. And an alternate quick wire as well, which is copper and quick wire. Copper and Caterium. Oh, and then there's... Oh, how many do you produce? 24 a second. Or 6 every 24 seconds. Those are both the same time, but different recipes. Okay. I'm going to have to sit down and plot out what is going to work out best. What's going to be the most efficient setup for producing everything that's going to be needed here. And then I'll run the numbers to make sure that we can supply, or support. One of those words would have been fine. Don't try and mash both of them together. But we'll try and support everything as best we can. See if we can match the supply that's going to be coming out of the miners here. And if we can get everything running to their kind of pace and tempo, then, you know, we're going to be, you know, laughing all the way to the bank, I suppose. But that will have to do it for this episode, so I'll just wrap it up here and say thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out the playlist on the channel for more Let's Plays on metal covers, and give this video a like or a comment just to leave your thoughts. And if you wish to join the ever-growing ranks of the Order of the Shield, subscribe on YouTube, chuck me a follow over on Twitch, or maybe even consider checking out my Patreon and becoming an officer within the ranks. But thank you again for watching this video, and I will catch you all very, very soon. This is Captain Meatshield, signing off. What am I meant to do?
Good day.
Oh, fuck.
Good day.
It's not a good day.